Benadryl, Tylenol, Advil, Afterbite, Claritin, Buckley's. These are all forms of portable cures that we have today for our different sicknesses, such as receiving the flu, getting an allergic reaction, etc. And that's all thanks to Catastrophos Shabasabero and Alexander Yersin for discovering the cause, as well as somewhat of a cure for this death-defying disease. Today I'm going to be exploring the topic in which if Catastrophos Shabasabero and Alexander Yersin had not found the causes and cure for the plague, if anyone else would. Now we all know how the plague started from the video series, originating in Europe and caused by flea-infested rats injecting it into our bodies, then causing different symptoms, most common to be the buboes. At the time no one thought much of it, until it got more serious, from 1 to 2 deaths a day to around 76,000. Highly trained doctors and physicians then gave up on finding the cures and causes for the plague, not wanting to risk their life. Now being in desperate times, people would hire second-rate physicians such as Medico de la Peste, now famously known as the plague doctor, though only little were able to get a hold of him, for they weren't able to afford it. People then came up with their own remedies. They even went so extreme that they would let criminals out of jail in return of trying to find cures. The public then went on to accusing doctors and physicians for already knowing a cure but refusing to share it with the world. Then during the year of 1880, the Japanese government forwarded a former student, Catastrophos Shabasabero, to Hong Kong in desperate need of finding the cure as well as the causes for the bubonic plague before it would reach the city. Studying the occurrence, he was finally able to conclude the bacterium known to be spreading the disease. Experimenting with different types of samples, he was able to find the cause for the plague, Pasteurella pestis. Presenting numerous photographs of the bacterium itself, this became a huge medical success. He then became the first dean of Keio University, today known as a medical university. Now alongside of Catastrophos in finding the cause and cure for the plague was Alexander Yersin. He was also then recruited to Hong Kong at the same time that Catastrophos was sent to Hong Kong, so there would be a higher probability of finding the causes for the plague. However, even though they were both recruited to finding the cures and causes for the disease, Catastrophos was credited for finding the causes for the plague, discovering the bacillus, today known as the Yersinia pestis, named after Alexander Yersin. Now with the successes, they became known worldwide for finding the cause and somewhat of a cure for this death-defying disease. Shortly after the outbreak, they passed away knowing that they had fulfilled their destiny. In the end, I personally chose to explore this topic because during the video series it stuck out to me the most. It was the most memorable episode and created many thought-provoking questions and disagreements with many outcomes. Now, like I said in the beginning, I was exploring the topic in which if they had not found the cause and cure for the plague, I wondered if anyone else would take the initiative in finding the cause and cure for the plague. I was able to come to a conclusion. Now, though it is not accurate and could have been different, I concluded that if Catastrophos and Alexander had not taken the initiative in finding the cause and cure for the plague, no one would have, for multiple reasons, such as not wanting to risk their lives, not having a high medical degree, not being as advanced, and much more. In the end, the plague has influenced society a great amount and has inspired many medical innovations, so I think we owe it to the plague that we have gotten this far in life. Thank you.